Now we are doing studying the science subject, and this is chapter one, measurement. Okay, so I'll just full screen it. So, do you know about what is measurement?
Measurement is basically measuring something like an object or in quantity.
Yeah, it is the comparison. Okay, so suppose if you don't know the value of something or some object, then we compare it with the standard quantity. Then that process is known as measurement. And in measurement, okay, measurement can be done only the physical quantities. We can do the measurement. So non-physical quantities we cannot do the measurement. Okay, like feelings, emotions, love, anger. So these are non-physical quantities, and we cannot measure them. So physical quantities like which we can touch and which you can feel, then we can measure them. So measurement can be done only with physical
Quantity.
quantities. Okay, so you can write the definition here. Uh, okay, measurement. This is the comparison of non-physical quantity with standard non-quantity. So, can you tell me, can we measure anger?
No, we cannot.
No, we cannot because it is not a physical quantity, so we cannot measure anger. Okay, so
Anger.
can we measure the intensity of light?
Yeah, we can measure
Yeah,
intensity of
or
light.
you can say brightness of the light. Yeah, we can
Yeah,
measure that. Okay, so
that's right.
measurement is simply the comparison, and in while doing measurement we have to uh, know the standard quantity. Okay, standard quantity or like beam balance scale. So these are the standard quantities. Or so while comparing with these things we can know the value of a certain object. Suppose you are going to uh, buy 1 kg sugar. Okay, and then you put the sugar on the balance, or in digital balance. Then there shows 1 kg, or the weight will be shown, and you will just equalize the sugar, and then, or in beam balance you just put 1 kg duck, and another side you put 1 kg sugar, and then you balance it. Okay, and so while comparing we can know the exact value. And in
Yeah,
measurement, mm, there are some systems. Okay, systems of measurement, and altogether there are normally usually we have four systems, that is SI system, MK system, CGS, and APS. And among them, MKS system, CGS system, and APS system has only three fundamental quantities or units, whereas SI system has seven fundamental quantities and its units. Okay,
quantity.
so SI system is the extended version of MKS system, and SI system is the most accurate, or it is the most widely used system. So before knowing that, we have to know about what is fundamental quantity and what is derived quantity. Okay, so do you have any concept about fundamental quantity and derived quantity?
Yes, sir. Fundamental quantities are, from what I know, is fundamental quantities are the base quantities that are present, and the derived quantities are the quantities made up of fundamental quantities.
Yeah. So fundamental quantities, they are not derived from any other units. They are independent, and derived quantities are those quantities which or we can say they are the combination of two or more than two fundamental quantities.
quantities.
Okay, for example, length. Length is a fundamental quantity or a derived quantity?
It's a fundamental quantity, sir.
Yeah, it's a fundamental quantity because it is not derived from any other unit and it is independent. Okay, now let us talk about area. Okay, area. What is the SI unit of area?
A student area is meter square.
Yeah, it is meter square. And so in meter square, there are 2 meters, two lengths. So length into length, that is length square or meter square.
Area.
So in area, there are two fundamental units. They are quantities. They are length and length. So or you can take other examples like force. Force that is Newton, and force as unit is kg meter per second square, and then pressure also, and there are and density, volume. So these are the other derived quantities. Okay,
Yes, sir.
and in SI unit it was derived or it was established in 1960, uh, and there are altogether seven fundamental quantities and their units. Okay, so we can okay you can see it. I have one PDF, so you can look there. Okay, I'll share it with you. What's from here? So I'll share the screen. Okay. Look here. So I have this book. Are you seeing this screen or this book? I'm
Uh,
sharing.
the screen share is starting, sir. Just a minute.
Okay,
Yeah, I can see
it
it.
is the grade 7 book of JBD publication. Okay, so here you can see the definitions here. Derived quantity we have already read about that, and so can you? Why is my okay, I'll stop sharing and then I will. Okay, can you tell me the answer of this one? Why is mass called a fundamental quantity?
Mass is called a fundamental unit because its SI unit is not made up of any other fundamental quantities.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's the correct answer. Uh, so, so before that, I will write the definition. Okay. So fundamental. Okay, fundamental and derived quantities. And the first one is uh, fundamental quantity. And the quantity. Okay, note it. Okay, quantity is independent of other entities. Entities are is not derived from other entities. It's called fundamental quantity. Okay, example: length, mass, or time. Okay, see. Okay. Okay, now let us go to next slide. Okay? So let us write about derived derived quantities. Okay, those quantities are derived from other fundamental quantities are called derived quantities. Can you give some examples?
So derived quantities examples would be Tesla, force, acceleration, velocity.
Okay, so I think then we have known about the physical fundamental and derived quantity. Okay, so is there any problem up to now?
No problem.
No. Okay, so then let's discuss about there's the different types of systems. Okay, we can we can see some short video. Okay, short YouTube video. Okay? So I will share an external video from here. So
स्वागत छ भाइ यहाँलाई नेपाल अनलाइन स्कुलमा। सो आजबाट भने हामी क्लास 7 हामीहरू जाउँ यहाँ। अब हामीहरूको टपिक छ मेजरमेन्ट। तपाईँको फर्स्ट टपिक छ
Okay, I'm sharing a video.
स्वागत छ भाइ यहाँलाई नेपाल अनलाइन स्कुलमा। सो आजबाट भने हामी क्लास 7 को मेजरमेन्ट नामको च्याप्टर सुरु गर्न गइरहेका छौँ। तपाईहरु
So it's in Nepal. So look here.
उहाँले तपाईलाई काम गराउनुहुन्छ। कस्तो कस्तो काम गराउनुहुन्छ र त्यो काम गराउँदा तपाईहरुले त्यहाँ पनि मेजरमेन्टको युज गरिराख्नुहुन्छ। त्यो कुरा तपाईहरुले थाहा छैन, आज म भन्छु। सो मेजरमेन्ट भनेको एउटा अब जस्तै यहाँनिर चिनी राखिएको छ, यसरी चिनी राखिएको छ, ठीक छ। यो हामीहरुको चिनी र यहाँनिर छ एउटा ढक। यो ढकलाई के भनिन्छ त? यो भनेको हामीहरुको 1 केजी को ढक। यहाँ यसरी 1 केजी लेखिएको हुन्छ हैन? सो यो भयो हामीहरुको 1 केजी। सो यहाँनिर राखिएको चिनी भनेको कति छ हामीहरुलाई थाहा छैन। जस्ट हामीहरुलाई के कुरा थाहा छ त? यहाँनिर चिनी राखिएको छ भन्ने कुरा थाहा छ। तर यो चिनी कति छ भन्ने थाहा छ त? थाहा छैन। र हामीहरुको यहाँनिर यो जुन यो ढक राखिएको छ 1 केजी लेखिएको, यो 1 केजी दुनियाभरिमा जहाँ जाँदा पनि यो 1 केजी यस्तै रहन्छ। हामीहरुको नेपालमा पनि 1 केजी भनेको यति नै हुन्छ, जति त्यहाँ लेखिएको हुन्छ। जत्रो त्यो मास हुन्छ, जत्रो त्यसको वेट हुन्छ त्यति नै हुन्छ। जहाँ जाँदा पनि त्यतिकै हुन्छ। र यो यसको वेट जति छ हामीहरुले चिनीको वेट पनि त्यति नै राख्छौं। बराबर राख्यौं भने हामीहरुले बुझ्छौं हामीहरुको चिनी 1 केजी भयो भनेर बुझ्छौं। र यसरी हामीहरुलाई एउटा कुरा थाहा भएको र अर्को कुरा यो भयो हामीहरुलाई अननोन क्वान्टिटी, यो नोन क्वान्टिटी भयो। यो भयो हामीहरुको नोन क्वान्टिटी र यो भयो हामीहरुको अननोन क्वान्टिटी। जस्तै यहाँ के भनेको छ डेफिनेसनमा?
You are now unmuted.
Okay, so now let me. Okay, screen share is on. Let me stop your screen share. Okay, so now let us move to that systems of measurement. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So there are all together we will discussing about four systems of measurement, and they are CGS system, CGS system, and then VFPS C MKS system, and the last one is SS system. So these are the four systems which we mainly used, and CGS system. In CGS system, it is look here. It is just simple. C means centimeter, G means gram, and S means second. Okay, so in CGS system, length is measured in centimeter, mass in
Centimeters.
gram, and time in second. Whereas in FPS system, length is measured in foot, mass in pound, and time in second. And in MKS system, uh, length is measured in meter, mass in kilogram, and time in second. And SI system, it is the standard system, and it was discovered or derived in 1960 AD by the conference of people of different countries in France. Okay, so in let us leave these three systems. Okay, these three. Let us discuss later. So we will be discussing about SI system. So in SI system, there are seven fundamental quantities and their units. Okay, so I will be writing that. So first one, fundamental. Okay. Here. Seven fundamental quantities used in fundamental quantities of SI system. There, okay. First one is length, mass, time, temperature, width, orange, and then sixth luminous intensity, and the last one is amount of substance. Okay, so these are the seven fundamental quantities which are used in SI system. Uh, you can look it here as well. So I'll share the screen and you can see it here. Okay. Okay, so look here. This is the fundamental quantities and fundamental units of SI system. So first one is length, and it is measured in meter, and the symbol of meter is m. Mass is measured in kilogram, and it is denoted by kg. Time second, and it is denoted by s. Temperature Kelvin, and it is denoted by capital K. Current, that is it is measured in ampere, and symbol is capital A. Amount of substance means the matter contained by a body, it is the amount of substance, and small it is the small quantity, okay. So it is measured in mole, and its symbol is mol, and luminous intensity is the amount or the brightness or dimness of the light, okay, and it is measured in candela, capital CD. So these are the seven fundamental quantities and their units in SI system. So I have skipped one topic, that is unit, okay. So do you know about unit? Okay, Rushabh, do you know about what is unit?
So unit, base unit is something a quantity is measured in, normally used of a fundamental quantities.
Yeah, it is the reference, okay. It is the reference with which we carry out the measurement. uh, so suppose length is measured in meter, so meter is the unit, or it is measured in centimeter also. So centimeter, decimeter, decameter, mile. And if we look at the larger quantities, or multiples of meter, then you can see light year also, or astronomical unit. So we can use that unit to measure the heavenly distance between the heavenly bodies, whereas while in earth we can measure using mile and kilometers. So, or while measuring the small things like your length of your book, pencil, or like that, we can use scale. While measuring the cloth, we can use meter, or we can use tape or meter stick. So these are these are the quantities, and meter, centimeter. So these are the units. So it helps in measurement. Okay. So there are various steps to measure the length, mass, and time, okay. So while measuring the length, we have to take precautions, we have to take some precautions. While measuring the length of a book, we use the scale, okay. And while using the scale, we have to use some precautions, and one of the important precaution is that we have to start with the zero, okay, the zero of the scale, and the point from which we have to measure the length, we have to coincide it, and then read the scale, read the that readings on the, or the lines which are the readings. We have to see that, and then we can take the, we can measure the length, okay. And mm, another thing, while measuring, we have to take the precaution is that the scale should not be broken. If it is broken, then the zero line or other line, they may not coincide, and then your value will be wrong. And another thing we have to notice or take precaution is that while seeing the value on the scale, we have to make our eye straight to that point, okay. If we make some angle and then look that, then it will give some error, okay. Maybe 1 2 centimeter, or maybe even less. So even a small error is also error, okay. So we have to look straight, and then the scale should not be broken, and we have to start with zero, okay. So these are the three precautions which we have to follow measuring while measuring the length, okay.